Hey, good morning. It's Jimmy, your astute tourist, and it is Monday, August 1st. Can you believe it's August already? I can't believe it. It is August 1st, 2022. Good morning. It is Monday morning, and glitter bombs to you, my friend Shirley. How are you? I hope all is well with you. Hey, don't forget to email me your address if you haven't done that yet. That way I can mail out your winning prize from the contest on Friday. I'll get that out to you this week. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's had a fantastic weekend and that you're ready for this week. We had a great weekend. It was a lot of fun. Good morning, Bob. How are you, my friend? Thank you for dropping in. We had a lot of fun this weekend. We were on the road. I didn't get much filming done, I'll be honest. I was there for a show that I had to play, and I really didn't have a lot of time to devote to videotaping. But I have some photographs we'll be able to share in a little while, show you where we were and what we were doing. Um, we were in Maine this weekend, and we took the RV up, and we had a great time. A lot of fun. Met some really very very nice people, and we played a lot of music, and we barbecued and ate some food with these folks, and broke bread, as they say, and it was a lot of fun. They live up in the boondocks of Maine. Definitely, it was several hours away, a little over 3 hour drive from here. But it was a good time. So that was my weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend, um, wherever you are. Bob's in Florida and Shirley's in Newfoundland. I hope the weather is good where you're at as well. We are overcast today. It's a very gray, cloudy gray sky out there. Uh, and who knows? They say it's going to be really, really hot. It's the dog days of summer. We're going to have the triple H's. The hazy, hot, and humid weather is going to be here. Um, so we're right into the belly of summertime, but it looks like we may be in for some precipitation today. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure at all. But yeah, so how's everybody doing? Good morning, Dawn. How are you, my friend? Posting a video is always important, so make sure don't you don't you worry about us. We're here, and get your content out there because that's important. Um, I haven't had much news over the weekend, but one thing that I did, um, we were out of range for most of the Wi-Fi and that, so I didn't get a lot of chances to see what was happening out there. But I did hear last night that our good friend, the Ford man, A.K. Kenneth Oakes, has been under the weather. Um, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I heard that he may be in the hospital. Reports were that he was in and he was coming home last night. So we're going to have to check in with Kenny and find out how he's doing. Um, I hate it when my friends are under the weather, and I hope he's okay. So, uh, did your quiz zap him? It may have. I did see some early reports last night, maybe possibly something about his gallbladder or something. So, good morning, Najuma. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. So, if anybody has any news on our good friend Kenny, let us know because we're thinking of him. Um, he's a good friend of ours, a good friend of the show, and I want to make sure that we stay on top of what's happening with him. So, T-shirt check. So this T-shirt right here is the Windham Firefighters Local 2915. That's their IAFF, International Association of Firefighters T-shirt. I'm not a member, but I supported those guys. I used to be a member for years and years. I'm now a retired member, believe it or not. But I support those guys. So, um, so I bought their T-shirt. So that's what this T-shirt is today. We're a little out of it. We got in yesterday afternoon. A lot of work. We were tired. The puppies were tired. We were all pretty tired. So let me see if I can share some photographs. We're gonna have to go to the Facebook page. I wasn't able to download many of the pictures. So here's one. This was us playing up there. They had a nice log cabin. Before we do this, Najuma is saying Kenny was sent home having a gallbladder surgery tomorrow. You think, okay. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Kenny and his dad. I hope he feels better really soon, and we'll get to talk to him soon. Modern medicine's pretty good, so hopefully he'll be in and out and recovering quickly. I'm going to send him a message later just to let him know we were thinking of him. Can I say my department's name? Yes, Windham Fire, New Hampshire Fire Department, right there. Windham. You'll hear some people say Wyndham. I don't see a D-U-M there, do you? It's Windham, like the Windy Hamlet. All right. His poor diet, we see what he eats, right? Got to stop eating all that spicy stuff. So let's go back to this. So this is my band. This is Whiskey Business. And the folks there, they had a nice log cabin where we were at up in Cornville, Maine. This is my RV in the background. I got a couple other shots of that. Let's see if I can share the tab, and I'll show you guys some more pictures. Let's go to this, go to that. I'm gonna go over here, go to this. There we go. All right, so let's see. I need to do this, and then I will do this. There we go. All right, so hopefully everybody can see this. This is kind of an artsy shot. So Michelle, the singer in our band, she put her boots out and put her hat out. Let's see, how can I blow this up at all? I don't think so. We're seeing this on the edge here. Let me get rid of that. There we go. All right, so she put her boots out. So this is the area where we set up our stage. We had our nice easy up here and the PA and all of our equipment set out and got ready for the day. This was Saturday that we did the performance. So we get up there about Friday afternoon, spent some time with the folks there. This is Scott King. Him and Michelle are the two members of the band, and that's him with his Gibson J200. You can see his dog here. This is Fergus. Fergus is his little, he's a rat terrier, I think is what he is. Cute little dog. There's me with my guitar and sporting my Steadfast Spirits hat, because we always support our not a sponsor, but maybe someday they'll be a sponsor of the Stu Torres channel. Couple shots of me there. We the people, of course, you can see we're very proud Americans, and we display Old Glory. There's Fergus sleeping on the porch, getting in some sun. There's Fergus. He was on trash patrol the whole weekend. He hears the sound of a trash bag shaking, and he comes running. He's a crazy pup. So let me see if I can bring up some other stuff. There's the Kings. Let me find Colleen. Colleen had some pictures too. So this is a picture from where we were. As you can see, it's farm country. That was the sunset. Um, let's see. Let me keep looking. Reminds me of the phrase in Toy Story film. There's a snake in my boots. Okay, yep. Great to see the band members. How do we join up? So Scott and I are high school friends. We played in some rock and roll bands back when we were teenagers. And 25 years later, we came full circle and started to play together again. So that's how we hooked up. There's yours truly, uh, forming a chord in the middle of some song. Not sure what, but there's the RV. That's the Astute Tourist tour bus. And the old girl ran famously, did great. We had a good time. This is in their yard. They have almost 80 acres of land, open land there, and um, it was awesome. They let us set up right in there on their land. There were two other RVs next to mine, so we had our own little compound down there, and we'd sit down there and cook breakfast and hang out. Or in the afternoons, we would sit there and have Dawn. You'd be proud of us. We'd have an afternoon cocktail down there in the compound. So that was a lot of fun. Again, I think you saw this picture. This is us playing. There's Colleen and I sitting by the fire. They had a nice campfire every night, and they did a bunch of fireworks, which was awesome. I wish we had video. I just didn't have the time to do it. We were very busy. You know, playing, doing a performance as a musician, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to set everything up. And you know, once you set up, especially outside, once you're done, you have to break everything down and put it away because of the cold weather and the moisture and whatnot. So it was a lot of work, and I didn't really get a chance to do much filming. We did take the dogs with us too, and they had a lot of fun. This was sunrise, one of the morning. I think it was a sunrise, and you can see that's looking over towards the west. And this little mountain, this is called Saddleback Mountain in the distance, and this is kind of from their front porch. So that's the view they have every day. Beautiful, beautiful time. So here's the porch. That's looking towards that Saddleback Mountain. Of course, there's Old Glory. Beautiful place they have. Nice log cabin. It was a lot of fun. There's us Saturday. Was that Saturday? No, this was the first night. This was Friday night. They cooked us dinner. We had steak tips and chicken and fresh corn on the cob. Of course, being in Cornville, you got to have corn on the cob. And there was lots of corn there. So they were right when they said that there's corn in Cornville. As you can see, I got my cocktail right here. This is my drink of choice, which was one of the questions during Friday's Superfan Trivia. That is a glass of whiskey on the rocks. There's Scott, and you can see his lovely wife Michelle in the background. So this is where we set up the stage, and this was the Friday night, so we hadn't even set up yet. So you just harvest your corn. I bet it was delicious. The corn there was fantastic. And there are the girls in the RV that was on the ride up, and you can see they're all harnessed up, and they were excited to go on their trip. So that is pretty much, I believe, it. Yeah. So that was our trip from Cornville, and that's what I did this weekend. So we had a lot of fun. It was a great time. They've invited us back again. I don't know if we're going to go this year or not, but we definitely had a great time. It was a long ride up there. Like I said, it was over 3 hours. The traffic coming home was crazy. The traffic going up wasn't so bad, but coming back, it was a little crazy. Once we got towards the New Hampshire Maine border on a Sunday, all the vacation people and the campers and that, they all converge into one spot on the highway. So it was crazy, but I'm glad you enjoyed the pictures. I wish I could have, like I said, got some video. I wasn't able to do it. We were just too busy. I brought the drone and everything, and I never did get any videos. Squirrely Shirley and Master K were super fans. That's right. And like I said, Shirley, you got to send me your address. That way I can send off your prize. I'm glad you enjoyed the pictures, Dawn. Like I said, it took us a little over 3 hours, maybe 3 hours and 10 minutes or so, depending on the traffic. It's a ride, not too far, but we've certainly traveled further distances to go places with the RV, but it was good to get it out and get on the road. And the band traveled with me, so we had a little tour bus, which was a lot of fun. And like I said, we met some other people up there that had a couple other RVs, and we had our own little compound up there. So it was great. And they put on a fantastic fireworks display after we got done. We were playing a lot of patriotic music, and they were firing them off, and they did a great job. It was a lot of fun. They had a little brush fire, nothing too bad, but they had these showering spark things, and below where it was, they caught some of the grass on fire. So, and they were calling for me, but I was off duty. And they were able to handle it. Their own little fire brigade were able to handle that and put the small fire out. So, yeah, Bob, it was a great time. We had fun. I look forward to it again this week. Coming up Wednesday, we have a rare midweek evening show. We're playing for the town of Merrimack, New Hampshire. They've hired us to play on their at their center stage in the middle of the town at the park. So that's going to be Wednesday night. We're also preparing for, as you know, here in the United States, the midterm elections are in November, and I'm not going to get too political on my channel. I try not to, but there is a particular candidate in the state of New Hampshire that we're supporting. So this coming Saturday, we're actually hosting a somewhat of a rally for our candidate of choice. He's going to come and meet a lot of our fans, and we're going to play some music and have some food and talk a little politics, and hopefully we'll do our best to get our candidate elected to help our state out here. So that's pretty much what our week is. I got work, of course. Got work starting back. I had taken Friday off, like you guys. I told you Friday during the live. And right after we finished live, we got the camper set up and we headed out on the road. But so Saturday is your wedding anniversary. So Dawn, how many years have you been married? Tell me that. How many years has Dawn been married? That could be one of the trivia questions for you. Superfan, New Beginning Superfan trivia. How many years have you been married? I have been married a really long time. How long have I been married? I've been married 35 years this month. 35 years this month. Well, look who is here. How are you feeling, my friend? We're all a little concerned about you. I hear you got some gallbladder issues. Is that the case? I'm going to share the link, Kenny, and if you want to come up, that's fine. I understand if you can't, because From what I'm hearing, you're under the weather, but at least let us know how you're feeling. Like I said, we're very concerned. I hear you may have to have some gallbladder surgery, is what I'm hearing. You met in 2002. You were engaged in 2004 and moved to Cyprus in 05 and married in 06. Well, awesome. So that's 10, 14, 16 years. Is that right? Do I have that correct? 16 years. Goes by quick, doesn't it? Goes by quick. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you feeling? I heard you were under the weather.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it looks like my gallbladder's got to come out.
Oh man. So what was what led you to believe that? Were you having like some stomach pains or?
Well, it's really strange on how it all started, really. I just had some like a really bad shocking, like sharp pain, like it felt like something was going to rupture.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking either gallbladder or appendix, because that's usually what usually goes in humans. That's fine. And so I kind of had that. I said, "Yeah, I said, let's go to the hospital," because I said, "One too big." It's not like I didn't. The thing was, I didn't have a headache. I did not have a headache. Did not have throwing up. Did not have. But anyway, so as a matter of fact, it was very, very puzzling and shocking to the doctor as well. Because he said most people, when they have gallbladder issues or even appendix, it's very, very sensitive and very painful to the touch.
Yeah.
And he was poking, prodding me, and doing the 1 finger, 2 finger job on my abdomen area.
Yeah.
Feeling, and said, I'm like, not really any pain. So I don't know. But and then so they had me do two different tests: a CT scan of the appendix. Didn't show anything really. And then they did an ultrasound of the gallbladder. Well, gallbladder, the ultrasound said that it looked like it was showing inflammation and some gallstones in there. So, but the regular blood work, like lab work, showed everything was pretty well abnormal, so to speak.
Yeah.
So he's like, "What? What's the deal here? How come I don't have off the wall blood work and everything else?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it presents with like a high white blood cell count because that'll show an infection or inflammation.
Yeah." And he's like, this is a rare random. So he gets hold of he talks to the surgeon, to a surgeon on call, and he gets his opinion. And his opinion says, due to what the ultrasound shows, says it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and take it on out. So good possibility. I got a call him this morning at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it's looking like I may be going in for surgery in the morning, maybe.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
but the good part is that it's a you're in there the same day and come out the same day.
so what's called like an
It's
outpatient.
yeah, it's an outpatient surgery. The longest I may stay is one night, maybe, if that. But it's not that bad, and they do it laparoscopically now.
Yeah.
So 3 incisions and it's out.
Yeah. So they're gonna put 3 little holes in your belly, and then they're gonna go in with the probes, and
Yep, and
they'll
pour on out there.
they'll put a little gas in there to blow it up, make a space so they can see it, and then they'll go in and they'll work their magic and take it out. And
I'm hoping that they put me. I still want to be asleep in a good deep sleep and good to where I don't.
They're gonna put you to sleep, my friend. Believe me.
To where I don't feel nothing or know nothing. So
yeah, you're gonna go to sleep, and before you know it, you'll be waking up, and you feel like you just went to sleep, and it'll probably be a couple hours before they're done. So
but
well, daggone it, kid, you need to get better.
Yeah. The good part is that I asked him. I said, "Well, once it's out there," I said, do I still have to be careful of fried foods?" And he said, "Well, you can still eat fried foods. It's just that when you go, it's just going to go right straight through you.
Yeah,
because you're not going to have nothing in there to help digest the fat on fried foods."
Right. Yeah, so you will need to be careful what you eat, or you'll have to be near the bathroom because it will go through you. I have friends that have had that surgery, and it can be painful prior to figuring out what it is. So I feel for you, my friend. I know it's
well, right now I'm sitting right here normal, like nothing's.
I was kind of surprised to see you come on, and I was hearing chatter last night. We were away all weekend, and when we got back, I was hearing chatter from Sean and a couple of the others that you were under the weather, and then Sean said that you were in the hospital, but you were coming back. So
it was. I did as you may know, I did a I did a updated video, and so yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that that they figured out what it is, and they're going to take care of it quickly.
Yeah, well, and two, a good part is that I probably another reason is that I told my dad, I said I must have a high tolerance for pretty much a high tolerance for pain.
Yeah,
and another thing too is another reason why is that I probably caught it in time before the pain really got excruciating, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Kenny, Ilana she says hi, but why aren't you resting?
I've been asleep. I just woke up not too long ago. I've been asleep, so.
And Kenny says he's not in any discomfort right now, which is kind of funny.
I'm sitting here normal, like nothing's wrong.
Good day to you, Ilana, and good I guess good evening to you. It's in the evening there. I hope you and Sean are doing well. I'm glad to see you in today. It's Monday is just our typical day. Um, we don't do any crazy stuff, but I'm glad to see you guys. I hope everything is going well with you. And I guess like you, I'm surprised to see that Kenny was here. He sent me a message in the chat, and I put the link out, and here he is, and he looks bright eyed and bushy tailed. And I must say,
Yeah.
Kenny, I like your suspenders, sir. I've seen you wear them
Oh,
before.
thank you.
I like them. Um,
Yeah, they had to. I had to let the when they do those tests, they gotta pull your clothes down,
oh yeah,
I gave him a heads up. I said, "You do know I go commando."
yeah.
I said, I gave him a heads up. I said, I'm gonna let you know right now. I go commando.
just
And
so just so there's no surprises.
yep.
That's great, Kenny. I love that. Oh, that we'll have to put that on your T-shirt too. So we'll do two T-shirts. We'll do the tongue slap and the brain one, and then what year were you born?
1994.
So we'll put Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks, going commando since 1994. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, so she's saying low Scobles from now on. Scobles? Oh, the Scovilles, I think. Is that what you mean? Scovilles? That's the peppers and that kind of stuff.
Well,
And
I can
more
still,
avocado.
I can still eat. I can still eat. I can still eat hot stuff. I mean,
She's talking about, I think, Scovilles. I'm not sure, but
I mean that.
Terry's here, woke up to coffee and Kenny going commando.
I, I, hey, I'm one of these. I'm one of these. It's always been one that's going to be straight up and straightforward with you.
I'd rather have it that way, my friend, and there's no surprises, nobody beating around the bush.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I tell it like it is. So
Yep.
I have no idea. I just write what Sean says.
Yeah.
He was talking about the spicy stuff, right? The peppery food and spicy
Well,
food.
I'm assuming the way it was written there, but like I said, I asked him, and he said you can still pretty much eat whatever you want to. I mean, there's no like. The only way I'm really gonna find out is to test it out for myself. I have to test because everybody's system is different. Because I talked with the lady that did the ultrasound test, and she had a patient come in there with the same gallbladder issue, and she had to be careful of lettuce. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, don't tell me that, because I love salads. I eat salad about every. I eat salad about. I eat salad about at least, if not every other day. I mean, at least if not every day, at least every other day. And so, yeah.
Okay.
But and see, my dad has his out, and he can still eat. He can eat spicy foods. It don't bother him, and he's been pretty much eating whatever he can get his hands and teeth on.
Right. Yeah. Well, like you said, I think you're just gonna once you're feeling better after the surgery, you're just gonna have to try out foods and see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So the Scoville scale, I just looked it up. That and I'm putting that in the chat. It's Scoville scale, and that equals the heat in things like peppers and peppers, I guess. Concentration of capsaicinoids among the capsaicin is the predominant component. So when the police use or pepper spray for police use it, or you can use it for personal protection, that spray is capsaicin, and that's comes out of those peppers. So it's the heat. Dawn is saying anything that gives a person wind will increase 100% with wind when gallbladder removed. You can eat what you like. Just don't stand in front of anyone after. Yep. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Scoville scale.
Yeah, Scovilles, yeah.
So,
but I personally, believe it or not, I personally have not, even though I still like spicy foods and hot sauce, I haven't even had any hot sauce in a couple of weeks. So it's been a good while since I've even had hot sauce.
I think, if your gallbladder is going to get something and go bad, I think it's just going to go bad. I don't think it's really anything that you've done, with your diet and that. I mean, your diet can affect it for sure, but it's like your appendix, some people, like Dawn was saying, she had her appendix out. Some people get appendicitis. It just happens. And that's
yeah, I mean, and you just basically, really, I even asked them what your appendix is for, and they said there's really no. It's just in there. It's just, and
yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
yeah.
I was told back in the day that they suspect that back when we were living in caves and didn't cook our meat and that kind of stuff, that it had something to do with that. I don't know if that's true or not. I know what it is. I know it's hanging down on the outside of your intestine, I think near your colon, and it's just a chunk of tissue that hangs down, and sometimes that gets inflamed and it's got to come out.
Yeah.
One is saying that the appendix filters rubbish if you bite your nails, etc. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I know it's really not too needed. You just got to be careful what you put in your mouth, and be careful what you eat. Kenny, I'm glad to see you.
Yes, I'm glad I was able to get up and be on your show.
Hey, Matt, Backlash Fisherman is here. I didn't see you until right now, my friend. Good morning to you. I'm glad you're in. We're talking with Kenny. We're getting ready to wrap things up because I got to get back to work, or not back to work. Well, I guess I took Friday off, so
actually, Call Me V's on. So if you want to go,
all right, Dawn, you want to post V's link for me if you can find that. And when we finish up here, in fact, we're gonna finish up. We're gonna head over to see Call Me V and give her an astute raid. Shirley, don't forget, I need your address, so send that off to me. And Kenny, I'll be sending you and Shirley your stuff out. Probably package it up this evening.
Okay.
Get it in the mail tomorrow. And that way you guys can get your coffee mug and your sticker. And Kenny, I'm going to send you a few other things like we talked about. So,
let's see. Hang on a minute.
And good luck tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
You end up going-
now, I don't know for sure. It's not really set in stone yet until I actually call first.
Yeah, you got the 8 o'clock phone meeting with the doc. So keep us in the loop, would you?
Yes, I will.
That way, we're sending thoughts and prayers and for speedy recovery. So
yeah,
Dawn will be live today, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 Central, and I'm sorry, yeah, and 7:30 Pacific time. So New Beginnings, she'll have her live up. And Dawn, I'll try to stop in. I'll be at work. I'm not sure what's going to be on my desk today since I took Friday off. But Ilana's saying, Kenny, take it easy, stay well. Here is V's. Here's
I
the.
also shared it as well.
Thank you, sir. Yep. Okay, we got it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's head on over there. Kenny, take care. Tell your dad we said hi. And,
yeah, and also today's bill paying day, so I'll be out all day paying bills.
Well, just be careful. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
I asked the doctor. I said, can I actually go out and pay my bills today? Because I got stuff that's due here pretty soon, and I'm one of these that likes to get it out and get it done, so I don't have to pay late fees on everything.
Right. Well, just take care. That's all. And like I said, keep us in the loop. Don't forget positive mental attitude, and let's send some positive thoughts and prayers over to our good friend Kenny for a speedy recovery and everything works out with his gallbladder and that. I'm really happy to see you. I was surprised, but I'm happy to see you, my friend. Thank you to everybody who came into the chat. Don't forget the Old Glory and the flag where you're from. Let's think about that every day. Veterans and first responders as well. Those folks put their safety on the line every day to protect our safety, our freedoms, and our liberties. So I guess that's going to do it for Kenny and me. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.
Oh, just to let you know, I do go live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, very good. Kenny's got his live, so let's not forget that. And I guess that is going to do it. So I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. For Kenny, my name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist, and we will see you all later.